Hi, this is Rob Sipple, and this video is the first in a series about preparing videos. Speaking on a very high level, the purpose of a video is to communicate information using two basic types of components: verbal components and visual components. We want to marry those two forms of communication together in such a way that they optimally complement and reinforce each other. All of us here at the Evans Library have access to Panopto as a tool for creating videos. However, my tool of choice is Camtasia, which I think allows for a more polished final product. I also sometimes use Panopto to record videos that I then edit or incorporate within other videos using Camtasia. To generally illustrate how Camtasia combines verbal and visual elements, I have opened a project in Camtasia. The upper part of the screen is dominated by a canvas in which your video is displayed. To the right of the canvas, you may see a Properties section, which allows you to change the characteristics of selected objects on the canvas. If you don't see this, click on the Properties icon. If you look along the bottom of the screen, you will see a timeline that progresses from left to right. The user can move to various points along the timeline to introduce, as needed, audio and video elements to convey the desired information. The different elements are represented by tracks that are stacked within the timeline. The audio track looks distinctively different from the visual layers. Although I've never done so, I could have multiple audio tracks. For example, I could have a soundtrack playing softly in the background of my narration. If a track appears on top in the timeline, it also appears on top, that is, in the foreground, on the canvas. One of the tracks is the captions track, and, as might be expected, the captions appear in the video in front of everything else. If you ever need an additional track to add further content to your video, right-click to the left of an existing track, then on Insert Track, followed by Above or Below. Much of the content used in your video is stored in what is known as the media bin. This can contain both audio and visual components, where the latter can be either still images or video footage. To see the contents of the media bin, on the left side of the screen, click on Media. Components may be introduced to the timeline by clicking and dragging them from the media bin to the desired time on the timeline. Alternatively, they can be click and dragged directly onto the canvas. In this case, they will appear in the timeline at the current location of the playhead. This is the first of a series of videos that will summarize my way of producing videos, and as such, it will certainly reflect my personal biases. For example, I generally record my narration separately from my video footage, and then align them with each other using the Camtasia editing features, since I feel that results in a video that flows better. Others may find it more convenient to simultaneously record the video and the narration. In the end, I simply hope you find the information in these videos useful, and that you apply it in whatever way works best for you. In the next video, I will address the thing you absolutely must do before using Camtasia, and that is getting Camtasia.